everybody, Gothic Witch here. It is Haustblot 2020. Something I've wanted to do for you for a while. Today we have the horn with whiskey and honey for the god. The god that I'm going to be calling upon today is Freyr, the god of the harvest. Also I'm going to call upon Odin. Odin I've just done another statue for. Did that yesterday. And of course I've got my Freyr one here. I make these myself. They're so easy to do, but also invigorating. We have the bread, which I have done Thor's hammer in. You can see that up close. If you haven't got a Thor's hammer, it doesn't matter. You can just cut one out. It does the same job. We also have, as a shaman, as a Norse shaman, hang on, I just need some more. We need some more incense because the incense is not doing so good. Incense is a good thing to have. It's very necessary. Not so much for the gods, but for us. Nice smell. Bit of, what's it called, atmospherics. No, it's very good to have. Puts you into the frame. Now I always wear this, which is I know a lot of people won't like it, but it is a real fur fox. I only wear it for ritual, and I wear it because it grounds me to the animals, my ancestors, my power animals, my totems. So I couldn't do that with a fake fur, I'm afraid, and I know that's controversial, but if you were living in Norway or anywhere like that where it's icy cold, I don't think it comes into the picture. I think it's done humanely though, very much humanely. You know, they don't do things like that, they're very caring. Shamans love animals, shamans love people and the planet, so no animals harmed in this as such on my part, but it's very old, it's an ancestral one, it's been passed down through my family, so that is why I use it. I wouldn't go out and purposely buy one, but that's how it is. Right, so first of all, Haustblot is very similar to Mabon, but it is obviously the Northern Territory one. It's the one for the Norse people, and also those that feel that longing, that feel part of that place, that have the calling to the Norse way. You've got to remember that in the Norse way they have very, very cold winters, and as such their festivals are slightly different to ours. It's the same principle behind it. It's the same thing, but it's done differently. So it's done more to their climate. But it's also got some good points in it, which helps us come and find what it is, because they're so near nature that we're not so much. I mean, they're with the elements. Snow, ice. The noise you can hear in the background is actually the sound of ice singing. Absolutely amazing, and I just think so wonderful. They have that, and they also have the northern lights as well. You can imagine it must look really beautiful. We don't have that here. I know we get it in Scotland, but where I live we don't get it. So really, to stay in touch with what's in my heart and my soul, I have to do things a difficult way. So yeah, ideally we'd be in a lovely snow-capped place with bears running around and you know, wonderful, but we haven't, so we have to make do and use visualizations and use what's in our heart to do this. So basically this is honouring the harvest, because it's that's going to see us through the winter, but it's also a time to stand firm in your hearth, stand firm in your home, and to make a pact for the following year with the fairy folk that surround your home, that we go and we set a yearly peace contract, that they will help guard your house and you will help keep them safe, and it is a two-way thing. The reason for that is because in the Norse, up in the north, they have a really strong belief that the fairy folk can make life good or bad, and so it is wise at this time of the year to make a pact with them. It's wise to be on good terms with them for the following year. So this is about the bread side of things as well, and it's also about the fact that in this country it's about equal light and dark. This time of the year is the solstice, sorry, the equinox, getting muddled now. It's the equinox, and at spring equinox and winter and autumn equinox, it's the same length of time day as it is night. I don't know about in Finland or Norway or anywhere like that. I'm not sure how their hours work, but I know in this country it is definitely about equal. Everything is equal, but it's also a time of turmoil. So we make a pact and we thank the gods and we give a ritual offering. In the old days it would be a sacrifice. We can still sacrifice. I know some people that actually use their own blood, but I don't think YouTube would thank me very much for that. So we're going to get with the earth. We're going to give an offering to Freyr, and Freyr is Freyr's brother. So Freyr is the god of the harvest, and so we will give that offering to him, but we will also honour Odin at the same time. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off just getting into, we use a staff. Air, we thank you that you give us the breath in our bodies, that you bring breezes and winds to our earth to sustain life upon this beautiful planet. We ask you to come today and join us and bring your properties with you. Fire, we ask you to join us. You bring us heat. You fill us with your wonderful fire in our bodies. Gives us something to cook with. Helps our crops to grow. Keeps this planet sustained. We welcome you today. Water. Wonderful water. Fills our blood. Fills our streams, our rivers and our seas. Keeps our crops and our trees alive. We thank you and we ask you to join us. Earth, oh wonderful earth, we thank you. You bring us a wonderful planet to live on. You give us substance in our foods. We thank you. Earth. Earth. Feel the earth, my friends. If you can't be in the earth, We've asked them all to join us, but I bring in earth so you can feel it amongst your fingers and your feet if needs be, and put it on the table. This is earth. This is part of you. This is wonderful. It is earth. It is our home. Thank you, earth. Thank you, fire. Thank you, air and water. We ask that you be with us today. Thank you. Freyr, God of the harvest, we call thee here today. We thank you for the bounty given to us. We thank you for the bounty we receive. In sacrifice today, I honour you with the bread from your grain grown. We break the bread and we say thank you. Hail, Freyr! Hail, Freyr! Hail, Odin! All-Father, we thank you and ask you also to sit at our table, to be present. We ask that you guide us and give us word and wisdom for the following year. We ask that you help make a contract with the elves, that they will not be our enemy but our friend, to see us through the winter, to see us into spring. We thank you for all the stuff that you've taught us. We thank you that we can use this to aid our lives. We thank you and honour you this day. Oh, Odin, oh, Freyr, you are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. You are here. You are with us. And we give you this honour this day. Oh, Freyr, be in the hearts of man. Let them not be greedy. Let them take their stand, but be honourable. Thank you, Freyr. Thank you, Odin. Skål! And we give an offering onto the bread, which will be given outside to the elements, and we offer that to you, Odin. Take this as a gift. To you, Freyr, take this as a gift and an honour of your joy of being with us and our joy of receiving you. We thank you and we honour you this day. We honour the winter months. We thank you for all you do. Thank you. Skål. When we sit alone by our fires, thinking about the summer to come, when we think about what we could be doing but can't because of winter, because it's so cold and miserable. Help us with any ailments that may come. Aid our animals to keep them healthy for the year ahead, so that new babies may be born. We thank you for the wonderful harvest you have given us this year, and that the animals have safely delivered their meat. And we thank you for all the fruit and the grain, and that we know where it all comes from, even though we live in the towns and the cities, that we realise that everything that's brought to us is of nature, of the planet. We give you thanks and we honour you this day. Hail! 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 Freyr! Hail, Odin! Hail, Freyr! Lady of my heart, Freyr, I love you and want you here. Oh, Freyr of my heart, be with me. I give to you all I have to give. Oh, Freyr. Now, what happens is we thank the elements as well. So we say thank you for bringing your energies, all those elements that have come today and have protected us. Earth, air, fire, and water. We thank you and we say, you may leave now. Go with joy in your hearts as we go with joy in ours. Haustblot. So there you have it. Now, what we normally do to for the binding of the contract with the fairy folk is that we would then take the whiskey and some of the bread and throw it into the garden or wherever you live. I don't know, maybe it'd be a park, whatever, or out the window. Never put it down the sink, never put it down the toilet. That is a dishonour. After all, it is whiskey's a lot of money and you're giving it as an offering. So there you go, my friends. Slightly different to a normal circle, very much different. And really, I know I go off into a tangent into like singing and stuff, which is probably not up your street, but it is very much part of the shamanic journey. It touches me to sing and to drum. It brings me to a different level where I can perceive the gods, where I can perceive the fairy folk, and that is what I'm aiming to do. So if you know, this is what it's like to be a shaman. Some shamans are very quiet, but they still drum, but they will be more in meditation. If I was living in the rural and I had a lot of area to sit, I would have a bonfire, and I would probably be the same. I would sit in, like, contemplate, and I would journey from my fire. But in this country, it's very, very cramped, and we live in a city, so it's not really the done deal. So we make the best of it, but it doesn't stop us connecting. It's just you connect in a different way. So there you have it, my friends. I promised I would do Haustblot. I promised I would do my version of Haustblot. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a lovely evening. Thank you to any new subscribers and those that have pressed the like button. It really does make a difference to my channel, and I am trying to grow this channel, and I don't like keep going on about it, but yes, we need more likes and we need more subscriptions, but I understand if you don't. But if you're watching my content and you like it, then there's no reason why you shouldn't. It's not going to cost you anything. Anyway, apart from that, I hope you're all healthy. If you're not, I am sending you Freyr's blessing as normal. She has asked me to tell you that she is there for you. She is blessing everyone today. It is a time of blessing, the harvest, and she wants to give you of her as well. So on that note, I'm going to say, House of Alang,